everyone. Let's review some complex number operations. So when you're adding and subtracting, this is combining like terms. You don't have to know what a complex number is. You have to know how to distribute a negative. So this would be plus 3 plus I if you distribute a negative 1. Combine like terms, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, that's it. If you distribute the negative, you get negative 7 and negative 10. And then combine the real parts, negative 8, negative 7 is negative 15. Negative 7, negative 10, negative 17. Great. If you're adding, the parentheses don't mean anything. 10 and negative 3 make negative 10 and negative 3 make negative 13. 9 plus 10 is 19. 1 plus 5 is 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. Okay, so addition, subtraction, you don't even have to know what a complex number is. But when you get to here, I'm going to write this out twice because it says it's squared. Negative 8 minus 9i, and I'm going to distribute negative 8 times negative 8, 64. Negative 8 times negative 9 is positive 72, and that's going to be I. Same thing on the inside, another 72i, and negative times negative is positive 81i squared. That we got to deal with, okay? So what you need to remember is that there is no number that times itself gives you a negative, okay? A positive 5 times a positive 5 is 25. A negative 5 times a negative 5 is positive 25. So how do you get a negative number? We made one up. By definition, we said the square root of negative 1 is I. So if you square both sides, negative 1 is I squared. Everywhere you see I squared, you can just replace that with negative 1. So now I can combine like terms. 64 minus 81, just to make sure, because I'm trying to do this mentally, it's going to be negative 17, but I just want to make sure I got all these right. Negative 17, and then 72 and 72 make 144i. Okay, some of these are a little more tedious than that. Okay, negative 10 times negative 3 is 30, plus 20i. Negative 9 times negative 3 is 27i, and then this is going to be 18i squared. But really, 18i squared is negative 18. So if I do 30 minus 18, I get 12, and 20 plus 27 is 47i. This is when I was like, okay, hold on. 8 times 12, that's negative 96. That's negative 80. 90 and 18 make 108, and 9 times 10 is 90i squared, which really, 90i squared is negative 90. So negative 90 and negative 96 make negative 186, and 108 minus 80 is 28i. Let's just make sure. 96 plus 90, yeah, and 108 minus 80. Yeah, okay, good. Got it. Just making sure. Negative 12 minus 3i, write it out twice. 12 times 12 is 144. 12 times 3 is 36. And then again on the inside, another 36. So you might notice, look, why does this keep happening? These are the same numbers. It's because it's the same thing squared. Negative times a negative is positive 9i squared. So really, that's negative 9. 144 minus 9 is 135, and 36 and 36 make 72. 144 minus 9 is 135, and 36 plus 36 is 72. Okay, so that's the simplified version. Now what we're going to do is combine it. Got the floating head thing going on. We're going to combine it and plug it in. So I'm going to plug this in for x, and you're going to have to do both of those and make sure that we get 0. We've done a bunch of quadratic formula problems where you get 0, but I'm not sure we've ever actually sort of made sure that we did it right. So I'm not going to do both of them. I'll just do 2 plus 2i. I'm going to write it out squared. 2 plus 2i minus 4, 2 plus 2i plus 8. Okay, so that's 2 plus 2i squared. When I plug it in, I have to write it out twice. So now I'm going to distribute 4. 2 times 2i is 4i. Again, 4i in the middle. Plus 4i squared minus 8 minus 8i plus 8. So I'm going to combine all the like terms I can. 4 plus 8i, that's really negative 4, minus 8 minus 8i plus 8. So you can see these things cancel. The 4's cancel. You're supposed to cancel. The 4's cancel, the 8i's cancel, and the 8's cancel, and you get 0. It's called a 0 because when you plug it in, you get 0. So when we plug it in, we better get 0. So that's why it says verify. Like, show me the work. Does it actually equal 0? 2 plus 7i, I'm going to write it squared so I don't have to do it twice, minus 4, 2 plus 7i plus 53. So when I expand this out, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 7i is 14i, plus another 14i, plus 49i squared minus 8 minus 28 plus 53. 8, 28, okay. You can see that 14 and 14, that makes 28. Those cancel. 4, I'm going to write this as negative 49 minus 8 plus 53. And you could probably regroup these things, but let's just type it in to get 0. We get 0. Okay. One more. Okay, so instead of x, I'm putting negative 1 plus I. You could do it with minus I. It'll be the same. When you expand, negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. Minus I minus another I plus I squared, which really you can be like, look, that's negative 1. That's going to cancel. Minus 2 plus 2i plus 2. The 2's cancel. 1 and negative I squared canceled. Negative 2i plus 2i cancels, and you get 0, which we're supposed to get 0. The exercise is to prove that it's 0, okay? So, work on your spiral view, smash that like and subscribe.